Hey, my name is Jon Caspell. I'm a captain here at the Lubbock Police Department. I'm the detective commander over our detective division. So any follow-up investigations that are done for, specifically in this case for robberies, that's my purview, and I have a team of detectives and sergeants that oversee all that. So since we've had what looks like a significant uptick in robberies, what I really want to speak to is the efforts that the detective division takes when we're trying to not just solve these but prevent these. And I want to talk a little bit about what's happened here in October, because this is a very good example of the proactive things that the detective division does to try and get a handle on some of these robberies. First thing to announce really is the announcement of Devodrick Runnels, a black male, 21 years old. He was arrested on 2 aggravated robbery warrants today. He was found in the area of 639th Street. We worked very closely with the U.S. Marshals to locate and apprehend him. He was taken into custody without incident, and we are currently doing a search warrant in association with that arrest. Now we have 2 ag robbery warrants on him that have been served. We are investigating numerous other robberies that have the same method of operation factors on these robberies to see if he's connected with those. We believe we're going to be able to, but those investigations are ongoing, and I will tell you that those investigations go back several months for several of the robberies that we believe may have occurred even as far back as May. So that is a very good example right there of one actor or of a small group of actors being involved in most of our robberies. We also have an arrest warrant out for a gentleman by the name of Lee Portillo. He is a Hispanic male, 42 years old. He is wanted for the game room robbery, 3910 Avenue A, for this month. He is, as far as we know, the sole actor in that robbery. A good example of the collaborative work that detectives takes with our patrol division is when we announced the arrests of 4 subjects in the Fred's Gun Emporium robbery. Those subjects were Jonah Garza, Jamie Garcia, Daquan Willard, and Jacob Parita. That investigation is still ongoing, but it is safe to say that we put 4 people that were involved in not just an armed robbery, but an armed robbery where shots were fired in a high-risk situation where they're in a gun store. We got all 4 of those into custody. That really is thanks to a lot of good proactive work from the patrol division. They were able to find a stolen car in a nearby apartment complex and was able to tie all of this back to one of the subjects we were looking for. So that is a good example of some of the work that we're doing. You all know about the arrests of Christopher and Kimberly Caruth. They have been arrested for 3 robberies here and 2 in Level Lane that we are aware of. The Radio Shack, 5707 4th Street, one of the subway robberies, and then the Dollar General one. And that is another example of a few actors committing some of our robberies. There is also a series of 3 robberies where we believe that one actor is responsible for 3 of those. These are active and ongoing investigations right now, but we do believe all 3 of these are tied together. The 909 66th Street Motel 6 from October 29th, also 1301 50th Street Subway of that same day, and the next day the 1550 34th Street Lucky Mart. Like I said, we have an active lead and active investigation, and hopefully we'll be able to announce identification of the suspect and arrest on that very soon. Yet another example of one or a few actors conducting most of our robberies. And when it comes to business robberies, just for the month of October, by our count, that's 19. But when you consider the active leads and especially the number of arrests that we have, that only leaves 4 unsolved business robberies for the month of October. So I say that just to try and give some reassurance that we get on these very quickly. We try to approach these in a very aggressive and proactive manner. And what we have done just in the month of October is an example of how the detective division works throughout the year on these robberies. It's come a little bit more to the forefront now that there's been an uptick in these, but this is not just the measures that we take, but the measures of success that we have had so far in addressing these robberies. And with that, I'll turn it over to Lieutenant Mendoza, who's going to address some other statistics for you.